Welcome to the Clemson Baseball Series Preview Show, brought to you by allclemsontigers.com, part of Clemson Maven, multimedia platform covering all things Clemson sports. Tigers head up to Boston College this weekend for another big ACC series. It seems like we say that every weekend, but that's the way it's kind of playing out. Each one of these series going down the stretch will be, pretty big. And with Boston College sitting second in the Atlantic, this one is no doubt a big one. This is a Clemson team many people left for dead a few weeks back. Wake Forest comes into Doug Kingsmore, sweeps Clemson. They're sitting dead last in the Atlantic at 2-7. Eric Bakich insisted after the Saturday loss, after the Sunday loss, both days that his team was very close to getting things turned around. And he was confident that when they turned it around, they were going to be tough to deal with coming down the stretch. Turns out that is exactly how it's played out. Clemson's 10-3 since then. Swept North Carolina State last weekend, just coming off a win over Kennesaw State in midweek action at home. So they've won 4 straight. They are batting .300 as a team, kind of led by Cam Canarella. He's at the top of that lineup, still hitting .400. Just keeps plugging right along. Billy Amick has really come on of late. He has been a big part of this turnaround. He's hitting .400. You got guys like Cooper Ingle, Will Taylor, Benjamin Blackwell, Caden Grice. They're all hitting over .300. Grice seems to have found his power stroke, after struggling to hit some long balls to start the season. I mean, he hit one against Kennesaw State Tuesday night. I don't think it's landed yet. It was so high, the track man couldn't even track it. Might have been one of the longest home runs I've ever seen. But this is a very hot baseball team heading up to Boston College, and this is a very good Boston College team. Again, second place in the Atlantic. A team that, if you look at them on paper, none of the numbers just jump off at you, but they just keep winning baseball games. They've also won 4 straight. They swept North Carolina in Chapel Hill last weekend. They've got a team ERA of 5.48, which is, it's not enough, not anything that is going to jump off the page at you. Friday starter Henry Leak, he's got a 6.30 ERA. He's pretty only walk hits 2 guys in those 40 innings. Their Saturday starter, Chris Flynn's probably been their best starter this season, ERA of 3.66. He has struck out 64 hitters in 51 2/3 innings and only walked 23. Their Sunday starter is John West, or he's been starting on Sundays here of late. He's got an ERA that's close to 7, 18 walks, 34 innings pitched, and 38 strikeouts. So they've got 3 starting pitchers that strike batters out. They don't walk a ton of guys. You're going to have to put the ball in play to beat this team. And Clemson really needs to go up there and take 2 out of 3 this weekend. Make no mistake. They are now projected as a 2 seed in a regional to be played in Conway at Coastal Carolina. Still a lot of baseball to be played. But 2 weeks ago, last week even, this team was not even projected in the field, and now they're projected as a 2 seed. They're 22nd in RPI. Kind of gives you an idea of how quickly they have gotten things turned around. Big part of that turnaround is getting some of these pitchers healthy again. Ryan Ammons is back after missing several weeks with an injury. He started out as the Friday night starter, and he was exceptional in that role. But Clemson kind of needs a guy on the back end with Willie Weiss kind of struggling at times, and Ammons is going back to that closer's role in the bullpen. But one guy that's back that hasn't been talked about much is Rob Hughes. He's made a few appearances here over the past week or so, and he has yet to allow an earned run. He has been downright dominant. He could be a major factor in that bullpen coming down the stretch. The biggest thing might be getting that starting rotation finally settled in. Looks like Clemson's going to roll with Ethan Darden again on Friday night. A freshman. He's been mostly solid. Not perfect by any stretch, but mostly solid. Comes in with a 4.46 ERA, and he does not walk a lot of hitters. He makes you put the ball in play. He's only issued 14 walks in 36 innings. Same thing for Saturday starter Austin Gordon, who he was the Friday night guy for a while. They moved him to Saturday, a role I think he's probably a little bit better suited for. Another guy that does not walk guys, makes you put the ball in play. 51 innings pitched, just 12 walks. And then Caden Grice has really come on of late in that Sunday spot. 21 walks, 35 2/3 innings. But his ERA is only 4.04. He seems, to have starting to put it together on the mound, on the field, and his bat heating up kind of timed with him starting to pitch. I don't think that's coincidental. You get 3 solid starts out of these guys. You go up there and take 2 out of 3. You got to feel really good about where you sit going into the final stretch of the season. So we'll see how it plays out. First game Friday, second game Saturday, third game Sunday. Typical schedule. First pitch Friday night scheduled for 6 p.m. ACC Network Extra will be streaming all the games. And check us out Monday night. Monday Live, we'll recap the series, talk about what happened, where things stand now. Appreciate you tuning in.